I don't know how serious the coronavirus is and can become. We've had many different, infectious things come around over the years, but the flu has been very common. What I can tell you is just to make sure you take care of yourself with your, sanitizing your hands, washing them, staying out of the gym, staying out of public places when you're sick, and you can do your part to minimize you catching it or giving it to somebody else. Hey guys, I want to talk really quick just kind of about what's extremely popular right now in the news and around the world is the coronavirus. A lot of people are overreacting, maybe not overreacting, maybe they're reacting appropriately, but in the sense of, loading up on the bottled waters, loading up on the paper products, the hand sanitizers, canned foods, pretty much anything has a shelf life, just in case you're preparing. But what that does for, businesses, especially like a gym, these are golden bars for us, especially my gym. I keep it clean all day, every day. I love to make sure that I'm keeping the gym clean. I want to avoid some of the basics that are already taking place, like the flu, the common cold, or any other bacteria that we can catch and transfer to other people. So the premise basically is just we can't control the widespread of it. We can only control ourselves and making sure that we do our best to not spread it to other people. And a lot of the times when somebody has maybe like a flu, you don't even know it until maybe the day after. And we're very contagious, maybe the day before and definitely the first few days while you get it. So if you yourself are experiencing any symptoms, a cough, runny nose, chest pain, maybe you're feeling a little bit of fever, cold sweats, shivers, it's best to stay home. Contrary to the belief, sweating it out isn't going to make it better. Especially at the very beginning, it's going to make it worse. And you're going to sweat out all of the bacteria into the air to other people, especially in a gym. We're all sweating together. So if somebody comes in there and their sweat has that bacteria in it and they're breathing and exhaling all through the air, these are confined spaces. The gym is enclosed, so it lingers. Other people are going to get sick and then so on from there. This is the reason why I have bacteria hand sanitizer wipes, hand sanitizer, and I'm cleaning the mat and the bags all throughout the day. It's important. It's important to keep those basic sanitary duties up to par. And this is before anything happened here. This is just something that should be done in your gym. Whatever gym you're going to, you want to make sure that you see these physical cleansing products. You see that the staff is cleaning it throughout the day because it does linger, especially in a gym that has class environment. There's people coming in all day throughout the day. It's important that we clean it up. Yes, members also clean up after themselves. It's always encouraging to have them do that. It's not mandatory. Can't make somebody do anything. It's our job as an employee, as a business owner, as a gym owner, to make sure that we're keeping a sanitary place clean for people all day, every single day. Things spread. It happens. The coronavirus is a big scare, and it's happening across the place. It's spreading. It started off in another country. It's right here in LA now, or across California, and the United States. Don't know how big it can get, but it's a problem. And it's a problem that each individual can try our best to avoid simply by washing our hands. The basic things we've learned when we were kids, none of those things change. This is no exception. We should be washing our hands. We should be covering our mouth when we cough. We shouldn't be touching our face after touching doorknobs or things that are being touched throughout the day. It's just important for those basic things to be taken care of, especially with the kids. Kids classes, kids go to school, they're touching everything. They have no concept of what's going on when it comes to that. So if we're taking our kids places or to a kids class or anywhere, we wipe their hands. That's basic. That's parenting. We all know that. The supermarkets have hand sanitizer wipes outside for that reason. You clean off the baskets, you clean off the hands. It's basic sanitary things that we do all the time. And we can definitely avoid it in our space. We can't predict what's going to happen with this. It's unfortunate what's happening. The economy's taking a big hit. A lot of jobs are being, stalled. Some people are losing them. Businesses are slowing down. It's very unfortunate, but there's absolutely nothing we can do right now. It's too new. It's too new in the sense that they don't have data on what it really is or how to stop it. They just know it's spreading, whether it's fast or not, whether it's serious or not. The flu's been around a lot longer. Flu's, killed a lot more people than this thing has, but this thing's so new. And it's always good to pay attention to something like that. Probably not listening to the news. That's not going to be the best place to get your information. But the best thing you can possibly do for yourself is just to keep yourself safe, keep others around you safe. It's mainly the premise of being sick. If you're sick and you're in the gym, don't do that. Okay, sweating it out when you're sick is not what you need to be doing. You need to be resting. You need to be drinking water. You need to be making sure that you're giving your body a chance to let it pass. That's it. That these things need to pass so that way we can get better and go back into it. It sucks. I was sick 2 weeks ago. I had the flu. I was laid out. I haven't felt like that since I was a kid. I couldn't move. 3 days. I was on, I lost 4 pounds. All I could do was drink water and sleep. Getting up to go to the restroom or anything was, that was an adventure. I was dizzy. I was fatigued. I didn't have any real energy and just needed to lay down. And it's important to listen to your body when it comes to that. And I say that all the time. We need to listen to our body at all times. Our body knows what's going on. Our body knows how to adapt. Our body's telling us what we need to do. We don't listen to our body, that's when the bad things happen. So if you're sick, if you have any form of symptoms, even if it's a cough or a sneeze and it's in excess, the best thing you can do is just stay home. So that way, just in case, symptoms start to take place typically after you already have an infection sometimes. So again, you may have it yesterday, but today you start to feel the symptoms. So the second you start to feel these symptoms, it's just important to pull back and take the breaks, take the rest. It's okay. It's okay if you need to take a week off from your workouts or if you need to take some days off from work. They're going to understand because they don't want you there if you're sick. Because if you're sick and other people get sick, that's just not solving a problem. That's creating a bigger problem. So just making sure that we take care of ourselves, especially in my gym. In the gym, we clean off our heavy bags after every use. I clean the mat all day. I'm mopping it. I have sanitary products. I'm cleaning. It's important. So in your gym, just make sure that you see that taking place. When our house, we clean. We clean all the time for a reason. We want to make sure we keep things safe so that way nothing creates bacteria and gets dirty because that's how it takes place. That's where it starts. So that's my two cents into this. I don't have anything much to say about the coronavirus because I haven't researched into it. My main concern is taking care of my family, my kids, the gym, the members, and I do that by keeping everything clean. If somebody comes in here and they're sick, coughing, and I can see it, I'm going to recommend that you probably go home. And it's for your own good because you just need to get better. Get better so that you can come back on the day you're feeling better. It's going to be all right. Missing a few days isn't going to ruin your life. It's going to prolong your sickness, though, if you're working out while you're sick, especially in the early stages of it. That's not what you need to do. Your body needs to recover. It needs to rest. By requesting it to these extreme levels of energy when they're simply not there at the moment, you're going to spin the wheels backwards. So listen to your body when it tells you to stay home. If you're sick, you're anything that shows symptoms, just stay home. It's the smartest thing you can do. How have you reacted when you see other people out and they're sneezing, coughing, their kids are sneezing, coughing, mocos coming out of their nose? In your head, you're telling yourself, why is that kid here? Why are they out here? They should be at home. Well, it's important that we also listen to ourselves in that sense. We don't want to get other people sick. I don't think that's anybody's goal. Nobody wants somebody else to get sick. So it's important that we recognize basic symptoms. Google things. If you don't know if you're sick or not, you can Google symptoms. You can go to, anything on MD, and it shows you basics. This isn't, going into scientific methods and getting real deep diving into it. This is basic. You can get basic symptoms for some of the basic things that take place. So that's it. Just want you to listen to your body, especially in the gym. Clean up after yourself. And this is simply for everybody. It's not asking a lot, but if you're not cleaning up after yourself and it goes and it lingers, somebody else comes around it, things can happen. I clean up after everybody. Trust me. I need to clean. I clean all day. But when you sweat on the heavy bag and a class starts 15 minutes later and you didn't clean your bag, there's that little time in between where if you have something that is contagious, somebody else catches it, it transfers and so on from there. So take care of yourself, clean up after yourself, sanitary, washing your hands, washing your face, not touching your face after touching things that are, publicly touched all throughout the day. These are it. These are the basic things that we can do. Ask anybody in the medical field to tell you the same thing. You just basically do what we've done since we were kids. Clean up after ourselves, wash our hands, protect our young kids, especially when they're going to school. They're bringing it home. My daughter was sick every month since November. So it's important that we also monitor that. Kids get sick. Sometimes they don't know they're sick. They're playing around. They go to bed, they wake up the next day, and there it is. It's hit, but they were contagious the day before, and then so on. So that's it. Just monitor yourself. Be careful. And I would probably say, buy some bottled waters before everybody else buys them. It was a hassle for me to find bottled waters. I don't know if you're a gym member here. I sent an email out. I couldn't find them. Luckily, I scoured the South Bay and I found a couple bottled waters. Members have been gracious to come and bring some. Hopefully this passes and we can get restocked in the shelves. But until then, just take precautions. It's a smart thing to do, and it's going to benefit everybody.